Please silver. Please silver. Oh, I got silver. Yeah!
Hi.
Screw this game! We're done. We're done. Oh my god!
What's up everyone, this is Hayden going to back from another reaction video, or a different kind of reaction video. We're back to another story reaction video. So, first one of 2025, I know it's been like ages since I've done a story reaction from the Craftronix Discord server. So, we're back with carrying on with these now that I've gotten a fair bit into Sparking Zero Let's Play now that I'm pretty sure I'm like 7-8 videos ahead of what's currently uploaded. So, I've got some time now to check out some more of the BAL related stories. So I did this wasn't actually going to be the first one of 2025. I did read Shadows Meet Me Under the Mistletoe story, which was a Christmas themed BAL story, but when I was going through my camera roll of deleting some of my other footage from my other videos that I recorded last week, I accidentally deleted the reaction footage before I got to upload it, so that video will never happen now, but this one hopefully will. I'm now going to start saving a backup to my actual iPad files instead of just my camera roll, so that I don't make that mistake again. So, yeah, we're going to be, this will be the first one in 2025 now. We're back to carrying on with the Ballad of the Hydro Bandit by G the Gamer. So, where we left off last time was, Zed in the hospital, and then Layla has returned, the goat. So, well, I wouldn't say she's the figurative goat, she's a literal goat. So that was where we left off there after meeting Ava and her encounter with Zed. So, yeah, we're going to be seeing where this carries on from here. I actually kind of forgot what the Deadshot girl's name was. It was Charlotte, that's right. So, they talked about something that they're not really leaning onto yet. Although, I think we can figure out where that is, though. That they're probably discussing something about the Harbingers. So, although we might get to see that scene pretty quickly afterwards, though, as you can see. So, let's check that out then. Let's continue reading this. I'm going to be in for some more editing once again. So, yeah. Let's hop back into the story then. The links will be down below in the description for G's channel as well as Craftronix's channel if you want to check those out. The link to Craftronix's channel will be able to allow you to access his Discord so you can read the story for yourself. So, yeah. Let's get into this. If we can have like 5 likes on this video, on this reaction, I would greatly appreciate it as we carry on reading G the Gamer's story here with some of his unique characters like Layla, Ava. I'm forgetting the other one that was with Layla here, his name. Ariana, that's right. Her. We had like the Blue Maiden, stuff like that. So let's carry on reading this then. Let's get back into it. So, we just finished where Layla was asking a small favour from Zed. We don't know what that is just yet. But then we get into this scene here, so let's carry on then. At some unknown location, Ava pushes through a pair of dark oak doors and steps into a large office. Sat behind the desk was Calvin, the rank 5 Harbinger. Here we go, yep. I'm glad to see you could finally make it, he says with a smile on his face. Come in. Have a seat. We have much to discuss, he says with excitement in his voice. Following his orders, she sits in the empty chair in front of his desk. I assume you know why I've called you here. Of course, sir. I just had another successful raid, and it's been the biggest haul yet, she responds. Oh, really? He asks, intrigued. How much are we talking? 30 double chests of gold and 25 boxes of emeralds diamonds, and silver. Calvin chuckles, leaning back into his chair. Excellent work, Ava. Excellent work. With that and all your overhauls, we should have more than enough to fund our organization for the foreseeable future. Well, if that's the case, then I assume you won't be needing my services anymore, right, sir? Ava nervously asks. Oh, come on, Ava. You know you always have the choice to walk away from the organization and go back to your little family, he calmly responds. Okay. It's just that it'll be a shame if something were to happen to them and I couldn't assure their safety. But we wouldn't want that to happen, now would we? He continues to smile. No, sir. We wouldn't want that. She responds, downtrodden. Downtrodden? What the hell's that word? Oh, oppressed or treated badly by people in power. Ah, okay, I see. I literally have never heard of that word before. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I'm thinking this will probably be what I end up using for the thumbnail, I feel like. Okay. Good. I'm really looking forward to our next meeting, he says. Me too, sir. Ava responds with a forced smile. A few minutes later, she steps out of the room and meets Charlotte in the hallway. Wasn't enough? Have you paid back your debt yet? Charlotte asks. No. At this point, I don't even think it's about the money anymore. He just enjoys holding this power over me, she responds. Let's just get back to the tavern. I need some booze. Okay. So she is a bit of an alcoholic, it seems. Okay. Regrets. The last fleeting rays of the late evening sun glimmer along the tops of the cresting waves that gently wash ashore. Ava quietly sits on the old wooden dock, leaning against an old barrel, sharpening one of her custom-made piercing arrows with a bottle of booze at his side. She pauses for us. Maybe it'll be interesting to see what I come up with the thumbnail for this one. She pauses for a second to watch the sun take its final plunge below the horizon. Now all she could do was wonder what else Calvin had planned for her the following day. No, she didn't want to think about that right now. She needed something to distract herself. Yep, alcohol is one of the things that can be a distraction for if you're feeling down. That's true. She reaches for a bowl before she can get it. A foot swings down and kicks her off the dock and into the woods below. What the hell? Hey, what the hell are you doing? She snaps, looking around to see who dared to disrespect her like that, but she pauses once she realizes who it is. Charlotte stood by her side with her arms folded, a slightly sympathetic look on her face. I know you have a high alcohol tolerance, but I hope you know this won't help you. Ava turns away and her gaze is over the ocean for sight. I know, but it's something. Does it even taste good? Charlotte asks. Ava laughs at herself. No, this stuff's awful. But it helps to take my mind off everything. Disappointed by an answer, Charlotte reaches down and pulls Ava to her feet. Come on, Ava. Let's get you to the inn, Charlotte says. You're a bit drunk. I've heard there are hunters in Hyperia. I don't feel like saving you for a second time today. Ava doesn't protest and lets Charlotte half drag her back towards town. However, she did wonder what brought the Crimson Embers back to Hyperia. Crimson Embers? What? What? I don't believe you ever mentioned Crimson Embers. Okay. That's interesting. Zed, Marco, Diana, and Layla gather in the town square, all sitting around a table. Layla gives them a rough rundown of what has occurred over in the past 4 months. To put it frankly, Zed wasn't impressed. The last 4 months have just been so hectic. I have no idea how Master used to put up with all this, Layla complains. Zed scoffs. Well, it's not like someone gave you a once-in-a-lifetime offer. That would have made your life a lot easier, Sid sarcastically remarks. I bet you're regretting your choice now. Layla sighs. I know. I should have said yes. No need to rub it in my face, you big bully. Okay, that got a decent laugh out of me. Okay. Marco and Diana sat there in silence, trying to process the deluge of information just dumped on them. Okay, Marco began. Now you're done with all that. What about the information you said you didn't tell Socrates about? There's more? Diana retorts. I'm sure if you know anything about me, Zed, then you know I already find a lot of this hard to believe. Diana adds. Oh, and not to mention the ice ore and bow is my thing, you dirty copycat. Oh, yeah, I think. Yeah, Leia with her ice abilities and Marco, yep, that was coming. Marco complains. First of all, you're a manipulator type who lowers the temperature. I'm a transformer type who turns your aura into snow and ice, Leia explains. It's pretty much the same thing, Marco bites back. Yeah, I like this direction. Zed sighed, trying to tune out the inevitable argument about to come. Then he notices something. Can't be, he mutters under his breath, leaning forward to his chair to get a better look. Yes, it was exactly who he thought it was. Perfect, he thought. A devious smirk grew across his lips. I'll be right back, he says with a chuckle as he rises to his feet. Wait, where are you going? I gotta take a leak. I'll be right back, Zed replies, slinking away. Nope. I'm glimpsing what's down below. I haven't properly looked at it yet, but I've already glimpsed what it is. I know what's coming up. Zed heads out of the square and descends the stairs into the main city. He quickly makes his way in the direction of his target. As he closes the gap, his aura sense flares up, and their aura is an exact match. Yep, less than 10 meters away was Ava being helped along by Charlotte. It seems that fate has provided him, and with his perfect moment for revenge. He draws his sword, activates his aura, and charges forward at full speed, blade drawn back. Charlotte picks up on Zed's aura at the last second and manages to throw Ava and herself out of the way, without a second to spare, escaping Zed's sword with no more than a centimeter to spare. That kind of rhymes a little bit. I wonder how much her alcohol tolerance would actually infect her accuracy when it comes to Ava's archery. I'm kind of curious on that. Ava, run! Charlotte orders, as she simultaneously draws her musket and spins on her heels to line up a shot while Ava darts away. He primes the gun and fires. Not this time, Zed mutters as he dashes forward, dodging the bullets. He will not give them the long range advantage this time. He draws his blade back and lunges forward, driving his blade into the wall right above her head. She had yet again barely managed to escape. In close-range combat, the gun would have been useless was it for the minor adjustment she added. She flips a lever on the musket and a blade extends from the gun's barrel, the bayonet. Oh, okay. She adjusts her grip on the gun and uses it as a sword to parry Zed's next attack, but the blow was enough to nearly stagger her. Alright. Got some interesting close-range combat here with Charlotte and Zed. Did I just say Zed? What the hell? Charlotte and Zed. Jesus. Oh my god. She parries 2 more consecutive blows, being pushed further and further back with each strike. Desperate for some sort of release, she sidesteps his next attack and dashes for a nearby bench with Zed right on her heels. She leaps up on the bench and backflips off it, spinning it right over Zed's head. She lands a few feet behind him and uses a brief moment to reprieve, to line up and take a shot. This time the bullets hit, but were as effective as a wet cloth against a brick wall, ricocheting off Zed's aura-hardened body. Pause. Zed scoffs. You didn't think that would work, did you? Zed chuckles. Let me show you how it's done. Zed runs back and swings at her, drilling a powerful air slash straight into her gut. Ooh! Oh god, I don't want her to do this for female. Oh, for frick's sake. I'm not. I'm doing a sound effect for that. Screw that. Charlotte cries out, all the wind being knocked straight out of her. The attack seems to be flying backwards into a storefront, crashing straight through the wall. Oh. I'm assuming she wasn't using aura. Would her body actually be tough enough to handle that? I guess it could. That would very much injure her a lot, though. Like, if she has the same, like, human durability, that would be major pain. But if she has a bit more enhanced durability than what I'm thinking of, then, like, honestly, that realistically should have probably killed her if she wasn't, like, with that. But if she has a bit more enhanced durability, then, yeah, that will still hurt a lot without aura. She tries to get up, but her strength quickly fails. She crumbles to the ground. Ah, yeah, okay. So yeah, it did knock her out, right? Zed peers in her, more than satisfied. That's one. Now for the main course, he laughs. He activates his aura sense to try and track Ava down, but instead he picks up a large aura presence rapidly approaching. An overcharged arrow lands just short of Zed and detonates, launching him backwards. Ava comes out of hiding and runs to Charlotte's side with a splash potion of healing. Ah, okay. See, I told you stealing these would have come in handy. Ava continues, dropping the bottle. The bottle shatters upon impact with the ground, filling the room with a poof of pink smoke, instantly mending all Charlotte's wounds. Oh, and I recommend you use your aura this time, honey. That's a top-tier hunter. Okay, I like that. Ava adds, helping Charlotte to her feet. Zed climbs to his feet and lets out a thunderous battle cry. His aura explodes outwards, shadowing the windows of every building nearby. Damn. That's it! Zed yells, charging right for them. Now! Ava shouts, and both of them dart in separate directions. Charlotte taps into her aura. The whites of her eyes glow orange, and her pupils turn to red crosshairs. Oh, that's really interesting. I can't think there's a visualization of... Oh. It doesn't seem like there's a proper visualization of that for right now. Damn. I would have liked to see that. I think... I can't remember if you've shown that as a render. I'm pretty sure you've shown, like, her orange eyes, but I don't think I've seen her pupils as crosshairs. Yeah. I don't think you have. Her vision alters. 3 crosshairs appear across Zed's body. Wow! And she fights. That's pretty much like a, she's pretty got aimbot. she pretty much has aimbot. That's funny. Instead of bullets, 3 aura charges rip towards Zed, and all 3 find their target. And like the first time, these hurt. They explode on impact, leaving singe marks on Zed's clothes. Zed hisses in pain and turns to go after her, but Ava is already making moves. She diverts her aura from her body to her legs. Right now, she needs more speed more than durability. Yeah, that's how... Oh, to be fair, Zed has had experience fighting Jet, so I don't know... I mean, that is one of the main reasons why he does beat him most of the time. But he has had experience with dealing with it, so I feel like it's not... She might be able to get away with it in the short term, but it might surprise him at first, but I feel like he will quickly figure out something here. She speeds towards Zed, cutting him off, and begins running circles around him. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with the thumbnail for this. Like, this... Maybe this. I've got a couple of ideas for the thumbnail I could do for this one. Alright. Yep, here it is. I've seen this one before. You're just a distraction. Am I? Ava asks as she roughly stops holding a shin to her hand. It's only then that Zed knows what she did. Eventually, one of the loops she made, she was laying a line of aura rope. Oh! And he was completely surrounded. Ava pulls the end of the rope, which quickly constricts, immobilizing Zed. Could probably put a comma in between constricts and immobilizing. Ava jumps back and whistles, and Charlotte swaps in. Charlotte taps into her aura again. This time, one big target appears on Zed's chest and she flies on a single large shot. Damn. Oh, okay, you can kind of see it there. It doesn't look too obvious, though. Like, it just looks like... Yeah, of course, it just looks like one line there, and then, like, one line there. I mean, you know what? It kind of looks like a, like, irritated PNG or something like that of like an anime character getting angry. That's what it looks like. I don't feel it fully looks like a crosshair, in my opinion. But yeah, Zed's getting cooked now. Oh, I'll probably do a sound effect for that. Zed is busted backwards, rolling along the street, along the street, since skidding before he quickly regains control of himself. Okay, this will probably be like rolling across the street, comma. No, it'll be rolling across the street and since skidding before he quickly regains control of himself. That's what it should be. And climbs back to his feet, slightly winded. Much to Ava and Charlotte's dismay. Oh, he recovered fast. Okay. Damn it! Ava curses. Assistant little bugger, ain't he? Zed cracks his neck and refocuses himself. He sheathes his sword and power aura into his left fist and right leg, and then blasts towards Ava, ready to knock her across the map. Oh no you don't, Charlotte cries, raising a gun. Perfect. At the last second, Zed switches, the aura transferring from his left to right fist, and he launches the attacker's intended target of this whole time, Charlotte. Zed's fist collides with the gun and rips it apart and bursts her energy, sending her reeling back. Oh no! His focus instantly switches to Ava, spins midair, and puts already charged into his legs to a new purpose. Yeah! He cried, shoving his leg straight into Ava's gut, nearly ripping her into half. Oh, jeez! Okay, he was getting cooked for a second, but nah, he recovered really fast. Oh, there's so many good shots in here that I don't know what I'm going to do for the thumbnail, honestly. Okay. She is launched nearly 100 feet back, slamming full force into a building. I'm probably going to do sound effects as she whimpers, as she is completely knocked out. He turns to finish off Charlotte, but much to his surprise, she's gone. Even her aura signature had seemingly vanished. Damn it, he cursed. But it wasn't a total loss. In a way, he completed his mission and taken down the pirates, so technically he could leave. I don't know about that. Charlotte wasn't his problem. Yet he already knew he wouldn't be satisfied until he'd taken her down as well. However, that was the least of his concerns right now. A swarm of guards came charging down the street with weapons drawn and aimed right at him. Oh! I mean, he was taking down a bandit. Oh, I think we're about to find out, though. I think I'll just go through the scene and we'll call the video there. The Ballad of the Hydra Bandit. Drop your weapon and gun on the ground! Let's not make this any harder than it has to be, the squad colonel commands. Uh-oh. What? Zed mumbles, surprised by at the sudden hostility. I think you're confused. I'm a hunter. That's the criminal over there, Zed explains. The squad captain follows Zed's gaze and notices Ava's unconscious body. You two, cuff her, he says to the two of his soldiers. He turns back to Zed, his stern expression having softened slightly, and sighs. Well, we appreciate the help. All this property damage is your doing, and that cannot be left without compensation. Guards, arrest him! Oh no. Okay, seems like it might be saved though. Wait! Layla is pushing away through the guards. Wait, Colonel Hill, please! Just let him go! Layla beats. I'll pay whatever damages he caused. Just please don't do this. Layla, the Colonel began. You know I have a job to do. I know, but please, just this once, she pleads. Colonel Hill considers it for a second and then sighs. Fine, just this once, he relents. Thank you so much, sir, says Layla. Yeah, just take your friend and get out of here, he says, specifically turning away from them. You two, take the bandit to the jailhouse. The rest of you close off the scene while I start to work on a report, he orders. And with that, Zed and Leo quickly get out of here. Okay. I think I am curious about this next scene here, but I'll leave it at that. So yeah, this was pretty interesting. I got there's definitely a couple of funny moments here, but also some pretty hype ones. Like this was pretty cool seeing Ava dart around Zed with the rope trick. That was pretty interesting. And the combo here of Ava and Charlotte, that definitely put Zed off his game a little bit, but yeah, it wasn't It's funny how Ava was able to handle Zed by herself on the boat though, pretty easily, but I mean, it's probably because Zed had to hold back a bit, because he was in an environment where if he uses or too much, it would just probably destroy the boat, so that's probably why Ava was able to handle Zed a lot easier back then. But in an area where, I mean, to be fair, he always got arrested for property damage, so... Well, to be fair, I ain't seeing any property damage. What did he break? What did this dude break? But yeah, so... But it's probably because he didn't have to hold back as much here, is why he was able to handle Ava and Charlotte more than what he was able to on the boat, and plus they were caught off guard on the boat as well, so that's probably why Zed wasn't as on his game as what he was here. And even then, Ava and Charlotte was actually putting a decent fight before he got a bit more serious. But yeah, so this was interesting, and yeah, we do know that Ava and Charlotte are working with the Harbingers. And it seems like they have something over Ava that's forcing her to work with them. So we might find out more about Ava's family, if that is what it is, hopefully soon. But yeah, this was pretty interesting. I'm really enjoying this. I'm really liking how well you have done your OCs for this story that does fit with the BAL universe that Craftonix has put together. So yeah, I'm really liking what you're going with this. Keep it up. There is a couple, and the writing is really decent. So other than a couple of errors here and there, it's really not bad. I'm really enjoying giving this a read. Not as much editing them, but it's still fun to react and show my opinion on these stories. So yeah, keep it up. And I know there's a bit more of the story to do, so we're probably going to be spending a couple to a few more videos on this one. But yeah, so I'm going to leave it here. Again, the links are down below in the description for G's channel as well as Craftonix's. You can head to Craftonix's channel, go in the description of his videos to find his Discord link, which you can access to read this story for yourself. Give it a read on your own. So, yep. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to it so far. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, make sure to follow my Twitch, link is down below in the description, and I'll see you in the next video or live stream. Goodbye!